Hi. I just wanted to come back and do a follow-up to a video I did maybe half an hour ago. It was talking about the vibration and frequency, the consciousness, and the experience we've been an experience of the injustices that's been prevalent. You know, New York City, Minneapolis, the cops, and the gentleman that was murdered. A couple different incidences are coming to the forefront, and I know just a few, but they're around the world, they're around the globe. And what I wanted to touch base on, because I'm a little clearer now, and I'm not in the collective consciousness of grief and pain and sorrow and frustration and hate and rage, is I want to remind everybody that this week particularly is that it's a vibrational field that's expanding, and that we're actually merging into our next highest version of ourself. It will be a little different for everybody. We're expanding our heart space and our consciousness into a higher vibrational field for us. It's still within that vibrational field, an expanded field that we will be in, because the fifth dimension is a very broad vibrational field. We're expanding that into your next highest version of yourself. And in order to do that, these lower vibrational emotions, feelings, frequencies need to come to your surface. So if you can look at it as these injustices that are being brought to our attention and that are playing out, and these players are leaving that vibrational field of cruelty like we talked about, it allows this emotion, the denser energies that we still hold within our cellular memory, which is in our body, and in the vibrational memory of our soul's history, it is now allowing us to release it, transform it, and become something different. Because within our physical bodies and within our cellular memory, we have, whether we participate in this lifetime or not, we have cellular memory of participating in cruel acts, whether as a giver or a receiver. We have in our etheric fields, because we've been existing in this lower vibrational field, we have tenets, we have attachments, perhaps, or we have played in that field. We've been invested in that field, so we have to totally cleanse our. I want to say cleanse our. We have to totally cleanse the cells within our body. We have to totally cleanse the vibrational field, so that we no longer create from that place. So you will feel, and you will feel rage, anger. Sorry, I'm just looking at everything. You will feel rage, anger, confusion, frustration. You may half an hour you may feel happy and content and gleeful and silly, and then go back to sad. Don't judge the experience, acknowledge it, accept it. This is your truth in this reality, and be grateful that you have the awareness now to allow this to be brought to the surface so that it can be released. That's what a conscious being is. It's being aware of what's actually going on in your physicality and in your consciousness. And in your consciousness, you have the ability to allow what needs to process out with grace, compassion, and you want to add your love to it, right? And so you don't need to go into the story so much, but just acknowledge that this is coming out, and we're all in different spots, right? Some might just have a little bit of anger or a little bit of injustice, right? That feeling of injustice, what's going on. Other people are going to have their rage and anger come out. It has to come out. It has to leave their vibrational field. It has to leave their frequency. This is a good, and again, I could say it's divinely timed. It is this time and space that we're giving this opportunity to make choices. Which vibration and which consciousness are you going to continue to experience? And you know, this is really kind of intriguing, because what is today? Wednesday? Yesterday, this is really cool, guys. Yesterday was the completion of one of the unity keys on the planet, and I'm just feeling it feels like I'm going into higher altitude. I'm actually feeling vibration leave my cells. And I'm just listening, because you will do it in your own way. It is releasing. I am releasing my agreement to hold space for the lower vibrational field so that I can understand it. I have all the information I need to know about that lower vibrational field. I'm now choosing to be the witness and observe it when it's taking place, and to help and assist when people want to leave that field. But I no longer need to deep dive into it to understand what's going on. So you're being offered the same choice. You're being offered clarity. You have within you the ability to witness what's going on in your life and others and on the global stage, and to make a choice of how you will expand a certain field. And again, I wanted to get on, and I had very clear thoughts when I got on. I want to talk about the expanding field of that we're merging into our higher self. I wanted to talk about there are no accidents, that this is kind of divinely orchestrated. It's kind of like last call. Because I can guarantee you, we are not staying in a place where we cause harm to one another. It doesn't exist in the field that we're going into. So all this has to play out. It is like, in a higher vibrational field, if you're a lower vibration, you literally cannot exist there. It's like taking a fish out of water and leaving it on the shore. It cannot exist in that environment. It needs water to breathe. You pull the fish out of that water and put it in a new vibrational field, which is just air on land, it cannot exist. So those who are choosing to stay in a lower vibrational field, they are giving choices over the next couple months to, are you going to stay there, or are you going to leave the planet? And it's not a blame, or actually it's like, it's find that place of gratitude that you've done what you came to do, to experience. You've come to experience whatever you wanted in that vibrational field. Most of us were born in a 3D vibrational field, unless you're very, very young. Now we're making a choice to exist in a different plane. And gratitude that they have completed whatever they need to do, if they don't want to go into a higher vibration field, and they're leaving us more room. I also want you to be very, very clear and understand that this virus, this pandemic, is also playing a big, big part. And what is the most prevalent vibration that is attached to this virus? It is fear. It is fear of causing someone else's death. It is fear of dying yourself. It is fear of causing harm to one another. It's fear of loss of freedoms. It's fear of loss of income. It's fear of not being with each other. And then from fear, there's other vibrational levels and emotions attached to that. But this is all divinely inspired. We need a quick and gentle way to get out of really the belief systems that exist in the lower vibrational field. And this is a really quick, easy way to get out of it. It's like the rumblings from the earth. It has to come up. So again, I just want to encourage you to look at your emotions, look at your feeling. There's no right or wrong. It's not about, how you should behave. It's to be aware of what you're choosing. And then choose from your highest self. and get in the habit of embodying your highest self. And it's really just as simple as saying, you know, if you have a day first, I'm just bringing in my highest consciousness. It's not outside of me. It is me. It's part of me. And I trust my own wisdom. I know my own wisdom. I look for unity of love and compassion, but I'm not looking for someone else to tell me how to do it or how to live my life. That includes listening to me, right? If this doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. Take what resonates and build upon that. But what we are experiencing this summer is monumental. It is monumental. And it is messy at times. But just like in your own life, when you go beyond the mess and the heartache and the struggle, that's where the good stuff is. And most of the planet is still in an unawakened state. And that's okay. Because we've created a platform for them to get into higher consciousness easier. And that we can all enjoy it together. And the ones who don't want to join us, that's okay too. We have to be done with blame and shame. Okay. Just wanted to take a quick few minutes and kind of piggyback on the video I did a little bit earlier. I'm going to, hey Annette. Yeah, it's been an emotional week, and the emotions are coming forward. You know, for a lot of us, it's like we've been doing this work for a very, very long time, and we have. But it's not that we're coming to an end, it's just an always evolving into the next best thing. But we still have lower densities to get rid of, to transform. And so you honor it. This is just a tough week. It's a tough day. And then be really honest with yourself. Because the cruelty to one another doesn't just come from, okay, not all. Some of it just comes from, there's a vibration on this planet, a smaller ring, where the cruelty comes from, my worth is better than yours. And I don't even see you in the same category as me. You're less than human. But the bigger vibrational field that creates cruelty to one another is fear. I'm fearful. So you need to eliminate the fear within yourself, to acknowledge it. And we have all kinds of fears, right? Fear of not being loved, fear of not being healthy, fear of change, fear of survival. So don't ignore it, look it head on, and then make your choices from there. And the quicker you look at what it is you are experiencing, the quicker you transform it. So I am going to just hang up tonight. I just want to touch base really quickly again. Hi, Elizabeth. It has been an emotional day, emotional week. But you're here, you're doing the work. Congratulate yourself. And congratulate yourself because you understand the difference. And then go out. It's kind of like, it reminds me of that Hill Street Blues TV show with the sergeant at the end of the day with, I don't remember the exact words, but pretty much like, go out there and be your best self. Be your best self in every moment that you can. When you can't, just pick it right back up and do it again. Your best self is love and compassion. Guarantee it.